Too many of us fail to realize we will only get ours through participation in somebody else's. Dr. Cottle wrote that in the training of David, his great book on the life of David and the training of David. Too many of us fail to realize we will only get ours through the participation in somebody else's. Elisha had to participate in Elijah. Faithfulness is doing the right thing at the right time with the right attitude. And I guarantee you that Elisha, he did it every single day. He did the little things. He did it with the right attitude. He allowed the work of God to take place in his heart and life. He didn't stumble at this. He didn't fail at this. I'm not saying he didn't have some bad days. I'm not saying he didn't pray about it. Lord, why do you have me here just simply serving this man? I thought I was going to succeed him. I thought I'd be prophesying and doing the miraculous. But Lord, he just has me washing his hands. I mean, this seems like I'm wasting my time away. It seems like I'm not learning anything. But a lot of times it's in the small things. A lot of times it's in the backside of the desert. A lot of times it's in the cave. A lot of times it's when you're not seen. That's when the great work of God takes place. And that's what was taking place in the life of this man, Elisha. I tell you what, he never would have got a double portion if he didn't stick with it for those 5 years. If Elisha would have said, I'm too big and too strong and too powerful and I have a calling on my life, I'm not going to wash hands. I mean, come on. This is beneath me. If Elisha had quit and walked away before 2 Kings chapter 2, he never would have received that double portion. The second test I want to talk about is the pursuit test. Elisha pursued after Elijah. He followed him everywhere. Matter of fact, the very last test was this: if you see me go up, then you're going to get that double portion. I remember I was listening to a minister talk about this. You know, what Elisha had to do to keep his eyes open. I mean, he put toothpicks in his eyes so that he wouldn't miss this thing happening. He laid awake at night. He did everything he could to keep his eyes fixed on Elijah, because Elijah said, if you see me go up, you know, you're going to get this double portion. And so Elisha had his eyes fixed on Elisha. And this is all about Elijah, and this is all about pursuit. This is all about hunger. This is all about passion. This is all about, really, if you think about it, relationship. Elijah was his mentor. He was his spiritual father. And Elisha, to inherit a double portion, had to be in a right relationship with Elijah. Now, this might not have been as easy as it seemed, because Elijah was very powerful prophet. And Elijah was a loner. You know, when Elijah's doing his ministry, he seemingly is all alone. Matter of fact, one time he said, man, I'm the only one left. You don't even have anybody in Israel left, Lord. And Elijah seemed to be melancholy. He gets the blues. He gets discouraged. He's mercurial in his personality. And I don't think that Elijah was easy for Elisha to be around. I don't think that Elijah had this warm, loving, easy to be around, encouraging type of personality. I think of Elijah as powerful, as melancholy, as kind of a loner, as a little bit different. And God says, Elisha, you stick with him. And I want you to know that many times relationships is what God uses to change us and to transform us. And so Elisha had to stick with this man through the ups and downs and the ins and outs. 5 long years Elisha stuck with this man. He manifested, I believe, a loyal heart to his spiritual father, because in many cases, 3 times I talked about it, he had this response: as the Lord lives and as your soul lives, I will not leave you.